Okay, once you two are finished exchanging numbers, we're gonna get a tour of the pump here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Francois Betonstar. You may recognize him from our video at World of Concrete that did very well with a 68 meter. We got something a little bit smaller, but arguably, well, not arguably, more versatile, kind of like the bread and butter pump size, I would say, for most pumpers. So what do we got? Let's start at the front. What do we got?
That's a 40 meter, 5 section on a granite setback. This is our like flagship. That's our most popular pump. This customer here went crazy, so he went with the MDrive transmission, air ride, and MP8. This is like a rocket. This is like the smoothest pump you can drive, and it's so powerful.
What's your feedback been on the MDrive? I haven't been able to drive one. What do you hear about them?
So far, just good comments.
Okay.
Yeah, like even people like it better than the Allison as of.
They do, because it's an automated manual,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's very smooth, and it's good going uphill. I don't drive trucks anymore, but like going uphill, if you do, like you start at the bottom and you shift with an Allison, you would shift 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Like they would like kind of lack power going uphill. That one doesn't as much.
Oh, it doesn't eat up as much power.
Yeah.
I hear they're maybe a little bit slower off of a go.
They are slow off of a go, and also. I didn't take one on a long road trip. I know I like the Allison when you go on a long road trip.
Yeah.
Never had any problem. I never had any problem with Allison, so...
My only issue with the Allison, I find that we eat up brakes because the truck is always pushing against the brakes. Yeah, other than that, I love it. Like, I love an Allison, don't get me wrong.
Oh, and what I find with automatic, too, is deceiving. You don't know which speed you're going.
100%.
If you have a nice truck, sometimes you get to the light, so shit, I mean, I'm going too fast.
Which is probably a lot of the equation why the brakes don't last as long. You get going faster than you really probably need to be really quick. So it's got an MDrive, it's got the bigger MP8 outriggers. Oh, you got airbags on it too?
Yeah.
So what's your feedback on this? I've been told by various boom inspectors having air ride suspension significantly reduces structural cracking. I've been told up to 80% of structural cracking can be from travel rather than actually pumping.
I would believe it's true because there's a guy like this there, Matt, has got an air ride, and it's the first model when, you know, the boom bracket was not like upgraded for the American market and all of that stuff, and he never cracked the boom bracket or anything. The boom on itself, like pins and everything, we never had any issue.
Yeah.
But boom bracket for the American market was...
Oh, that's like every pump we've ever had. Boom brackets
so we had to upgrade them, but Matt never had any problem with it.
And just to clarify, that's the boom rest, not the pipe hangers, right?
No, yeah, the boom rest.
Yeah.
We'll have to see is on the other side.
Yeah.
This one. That would be... see the one that holds the third section there?
Oh, from that one. Okay, so you do mean the actual boom bracket. So we had an update on one of our pumps. The exact same bracket, same boom configuration, not a Betonstar pump, but exact same thing. It cracked it, and there was a factory update for that. Now that truck is not air ride. It was like the rubber bumper springs. Yeah. What do they call that? Is that like a Hallmax or something? I can't remember what brand it is.
Yeah, that would be like, I'm not quite familiar with those. That would be like Hendrickson, Hallmax.
Yeah, it's not an actual leaf spring, but it's not an airbag. Okay.
So, yeah, those are the updated versions.
So the airbags, and this one's full-on bags. And the beauty of that, you can drop the bags to get your hopper height down too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
your hopper comes down another
a good 4 inches.
Yeah, so there's multiple benefits. What do you find in terms of longevity for the bags? Can they be more maintenance intensive or not so much?
We don't hear much about it, so I wouldn't know, like, because a lot of our tri-drives are air ride.
Right.
And it's not a conversation I hear.
Never heard some people complain about it.
We only have air ride on our 58 and 56 meter, and we've had one airbag go flat in 15 years.
Much,
so
you know, it's with the Mac dealer most of the time, but we don't hear much.
So what I'm noticing, so this is a 40 meter, yet the unfolding height is still super low. It's only 20 feet, 24 foot. 23 and change?
Yeah, 23 and 7.
So what I'm thinking is, because sections 4 and 5 don't come way back and overlap, now you're not lifting up as high for clearance. So it gains you some unfolding height.
Yeah,
so,
they put the length on the main section is quite long, so that's where you get your own.
Oh, you guys did a horn at the end of the fourth section too. I love that.
Yeah.
So when the driver is wailing on the horn and you're at the end of the boom and the vibrator's going, you can actually still hear it. I see some yellow sensors on the boom. What is that tied into?
Those are the angle sensors. It's like for our stability control. So like when the boom is folded, all these angle sensors at 0.
Yeah.
And as you unfold them, each sensor is for its own section. So therefore you know exactly where are every section, every knuckle, every...
And how does that tie in with the stability control? What features does that give you in the North American market?
Basically for the North American market, it keeps you between the two outriggers.
Okay, it doesn't get into partial extension or anything then?
You could get into...
In the European market, do they offer it with a partial extension, which should also have, I'm assuming, like pressure sensors in the outrigger and all that other stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all the outriggers have lasers, so you know exactly where the outrigger is at any given time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not mechanical, it uses a laser beam.
Yeah, it's laser beam.
And does it show you that on the remote then?
Yeah,
as
it
well?
shows you the percentage, like I'll show you on the screen.
Oh, that's cool.
It shows you the percentage.
Pumps with frickin' lasers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I did there? You get it. Dan gets it, right? I was funny. I made it funny. No, it's nice and clean.
Until
it actually pumps concrete?
Yeah. So you come here, service page, service setting, then that's the operator password, and then stability mode. And now like all the outriggers are like closed. That one would be 1%. And then if you open them, you know exactly how far you are. And now you have your x-axis and your y-axis. So, and then all the angles, like I was telling you, from like now all the booms are at 0, but the main one's at 12 because it's out of the
And with
griddle.
this machine, are you allowed partial outrigger extension on the front telescoping legs? Or is it all the way in, all the way out?
All the way in, all the way out.
It is,
like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay, so we're not doing partial extension.
No.
Okay.
We probably could, but we don't want to get into that yet because it's so much more trouble.
Yeah, very
right?
complicated. Yeah, there's a lot of things that come along with that, right? So, but yeah, no, let's look up on the decks here because it looks like.
I like this.
What do you like, Dan?
Actually, manual levers.
Yes.
Manual levers for the.
Yeah, you know, it would make me really happy. And everybody does this. If the lid opened this way, so I can actually see.
Yeah.
Or give me a window. Put a window in there.
I wonder why it's done that way. Isn't it?
Everybody does it like that, right? If the
Same
door.
with they make them in a very you can't run the boom. It's literally impossible. Like
yeah, you're just trying to fold up and get done. But it is nice.
You're on the other side under power lines, and you're on this side to try and fold the boom up.
Can you make me a custom Canadian concrete pumper spec model where it'll open this way? Could you do it?
Yeah, we'll just
or just have dual doors like barn doors.
The hand valve on the deck.
Or that, yeah.
Well,
that would be asking for a lot. I'm reasonable in my request, reasonably unreasonable. I like this step here for washing out. You got the platform here. This is nice. The washout platform. This is amazing.
And it supports a guy like me too.
What do you weigh? Oh wow, 225 with shoes on. Over or under?
A little over.
He was out late last night eating steak, so we'll cut him some slack. But yeah, this is nice for washing out. You're right there. That's great. Okay. Decks are nice and open. I like that. Lots of room. You know what I would do? I'd build a pipe rack right on top of the deck pipe. Is what I think I would do. Because we run 20-foot and 25-foot hoses.
I see, yeah.
So I would do that, and then I would keep all my shameless plug, all my Dyka stuff.
There you go.
Dyka stuff. I'd keep it all down there. I'd keep my whip hoses over here.
I would do it the other way. I'd put my hoses on that side, my dike on this.
Would you?
Yeah.
Well, agree to disagree.
That's fine.
Can't we just ever agree? You know, it makes the channel interesting. You get different perspectives, right? Old married couple. I would almost do you could even do a storage basket or something up there.
Can I explain the reason why I would do that?
Street side?
No.
No?
Because on that side, you got the pipe there. So if you've got to climb up and put the Dyka pads on, the pipe's in your way. Whereas almost all your whip hoses, you can just throw in easy from the ground. On this side, you can walk here and move stuff around.
It's true, but I don't climb up to get my Dyka stuff. I bring it down from street level.
depends how sore my back is. Sometimes I'll just walk up and put one at a time away.
It's because you're too big, right? You think it'd be an advantage, but it's a detriment. You're too big and mostly too old.
I didn't use Dicapad soon enough in my life.
Yeah.
So I like the composite water tank.
Yeah.
Can I get it? Oh, it does have a heater. Brilliant. It's got a heater.
Yeah, like we got a oil heater and
Closed loop proximity switch system. Smooth pumping. This is cool. It's even got water.
There's no water?
No, there is.
Oh yeah, you can pump it out.
What?
It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
So the manual valves here. What do we got here? This is S2
for the material cylinders.
Okay.
Like just to change, like you bring it all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Stop the engine. Take the dog bone off. Restart the engine.
Oh, for changing the caps. Okay.
And or just to clean out if this is the S tube, the pump valve for the S tube.
Okay.
This is like it would be like, it's not a hard and soft shift, but at your S tube speed, if you screw it out, it goes faster, and if you screw it in,
so it's a variable adjustment.
Yeah, and then this is dumping your agitator, your accumulator.
Oh, so if you're going to work on it, you're going to climb in the hopper, and you got to check. You can dump from there.
Yeah, if you want to work, like you don't want to press like stop and restart everything. Just dump the accumulator.
Yeah, when the accumulator's dumped, the valve can't shift over. Does that also stop the potential agitator movement? Okay. So if I were going to just for manual pumping, I would do that off of here too. Yes. If I had to manually pump out.
If you had to,
and I would just do that with that's S tube shift. Yeah. And then material cylinders.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's easy.
Oh, very
simple. It's right there.
Yeah, very, very easy.
An accumulator dump.
Yeah.
It's super easy. I like that. Now, one thing, and I know you've made it better because I saw it on the 68 at the show. I didn't see levers for water agitator. Is this one buttons?
Yeah, that one is button. But
it is.
This like we talked on the show.
Yeah.
We're going away from that.
You are going away from, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been using buttons on my pump for years. It's not the end of the world. The levers are just super awesome.
Yeah, this is it's just the
horn button.
Yeah.
What? No, it's just really nicely laid out. Like it's not cluttered at all. It's closed loop. It's smooth. 40 meter. I think Jeff from Muddy Feet, he's shopping. He wants a 40 meter 5 section. I think we need to get him out to you.
Call Jeff. That's for sure.
We should phone him right now. Yeah, no, we need to get him out to you. I really like the layout on this machine. So, any other any key points? Any other key features or anything? Or did we cover most everything?
No, like the computer system is the same as like we showed in Vegas on the 68. Yep. So there's.
I'll insert a link for that video up here.
Yeah, and there's not much. Same
is this for air cuff?
PTO and air cuff.
Oh, so if to manually switch the PTO,
if it freezes, just take it out.
Yeah, switch. Okay, so it is accessible then. Pipeline, twin wall pipe standard.
Yeah, Esser 700.
Oh, the good stuff.
Yeah,
Esser stuff. Okay.
We use Esser and we use Valmy.
Okay, and you guys, hopper lid, auto greaser.
Yeah.
Is a lot of stuff optional, or is it pretty much come fully loaded on these things?
We, as of now, our pump comes fully loaded. Like
it does.
This is a Canadian pump. It came with hydraulic oil heater, water heater. It came with the pusher. It came with two cordless remote with a cord for the spare remote. It comes like fully loaded.
Is this one, it uses strength steel as well?
Yeah, we all use Strand X. There's not one machine that is not using Strand
really?
X. Yeah, like we're talking about going to having a contractor style pump to delete all the sensors and everything.
Oh, back to the basics.
Back to the basic, single wall pipe, something for a contractor, but we'll keep Strand X.
Okay.
So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the pump and take all the sensors and all of the stuff out to make it affordable for people that don't have a pump.
And would that be hydraulic switching then, sensing valves?
It's all the same. It's all the same. The only thing that would be gone, like we would keep the closed loop system.
You would, okay.
we would keep the proximity switch. Those are...
I personally think proximity switch, even though people get scared because it's electronic.
Yeah.
As far as diagnosis, I think it's way easier.
Well, and now
way
all,
easier.
Like all our machine, you bypass.
It's like fuel injection versus carburation. If you're an old school guy, you can fix a carburetor with a pair of vice grips.
Yeah.
But trying to diagnose it in today's day and age, EFI, you just plug in a computer, it tells you what's wrong, boom, done.
Like it's easy now when you have it. With our panel, it tells you what's wrong. So if a proxy fails, you know, so you just bypass it.
Right,
and
right.
It's, you don't...
yeah, we went over that at the show, like I said, at World of Concrete. I'll put that video up there. So last question, because guys are going to know this. Total weight on this thing, if it's just on a cab over, single steer, tandem drive, what's the weight coming at?
About 61,000 pounds.
You know in kgs for Canadian folks like me?
It would be like 26,000 kg with it. Like
yeah, something like that. Is Dan calculating? No, he's not calculating. Oh man, we're gonna calculate. Let's calculate it from American to, I was gonna say Canadian, but we'll call it American to the rest of the globe.
61,000 divided by 2.2, 27
and change. Okay.
Yeah.
So well within weight limits for our roads.
And that one is with the pusher axle. So you would be probably like in the under 27 without the pusher.
What are you guys like these days? I know there's still issues coming out of COVID with lead times and whatnot. What are you guys on something like this? How far out?
We're just within a few months now. If you take a white one, we have like inventory.
You do?
We can deliver one in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah,
what
so
about trucks? You guys got trucks?
Mac, very likely on a Mac, on a can work. Conventional cab. Like if you go cab over, it's harder to get.
So within
trucks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, we have some.
Jeff? 2 weeks in white. White's your color.
Yeah.
On a conventional Kenworth, that's his truck. Okay, we need to talk to Jeff about this. This is fantastic.
Yeah, and then if you go custom color, then this guy, like this is a custom truck, was a bit longer, and Mac was on strike, so we had a couple delay, but the pump was ready within 3 months.
Okay, and most of your stuff, structure and everything, it's built in Turkey, correct?
Oh, Turkey, yeah.
Which is where Turkey's like a hotbed of concrete pump manufacturing now.
Yeah, they do, and they're very big into innovation as well. Like the CEO of the company is a mechanical engineer, and is like he loves tools. So every time there's a new CNC that comes out on the market, we buy it. And every time we're in a very like state-of-the-art shop. So we have a paint booth that you can unfold a 68 and stretch it in the. So Betonstar is always trying to make it better, like, you know, destroying paint, but we always
passionate about the product, right? No, you can tell by looking at it. It's very, very well laid out. I like it. I would rock one of these. Someday when my YouTube channel gets 10 million subscribers, maybe I'll get one for free.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Until then,
that's in the plan.
Until then, I'll just buy one and maybe I get a free hard hat with a Betonstar sticker on it. And a steak dinner. What do you think? Steak dinner. There we go.
We benefit both from it.
There we go. Everybody wins. Everyone's a winner. Well, once again, appreciate your time, Francois.
Anytime,
it's a beautiful machine, man. Always good to see you.
Yeah, we'll see you around.
What do we say? Keep on pumping. Over and out. Okay, Matt. We got Matt here. Matt, how do you pronounce it? Gleedel?
Yeah.
Who actually runs this exact pump. 2 years now?
2 years now, yeah.
2 years now. What do you like about it? And to be, you know, totally transparent, what don't you like about it?
It is an absolutely rock solid machine. Very stable, very structurally robust. Hydraulically, it's very strong. A couple of the downfalls, the remote's not great.
And we've addressed that. We were looking at this. There is a newer, you've got this one, right?
Very similar to that.
And the newer one is that one, which I was climbing around. It looks to be vastly improved. I agree. To me, that one doesn't look super appealing.
Yeah.
Pump kit, nice and smooth, closed loop.
Pump kit smooth. Lots of availability for the operator if you know how to dial it in.
What about stability? Stretch it flat out. Does it pick up outriggers or anything?
Mine never does. Mine's on air ride, so I can really dump it and really set myself up.
It is.
That makes a world of difference, I found, compared to my other machines.
And you like
air ride should almost be mandatory at any pump.
I would almost agree.
Yeah, especially in the sense of like how many machines have you seen with cracks that, you know, boom strap breaks on you?
That's what we were talking about earlier.
You know,
100%.
like that's huge.
What Dan and I have been debating this all weekend. What do you think of the RZ? Have you ever run a double Z?
Never run a double Z.
Oh, okay, neither have I.
Never run a double Z.
I love my RZ. I haven't run a double. Dan loves his double. But I don't have relevant experience, so I can't say. What do you think in terms of storage space? Anything weird or quirky that To me, it looks pretty open.
It's pretty open. I think it's like any other new machine. There's never as much space as you wish you had.
Yeah.
You know, it's lots of water reserve, which is nice.
What length of hoses do you run?
I run a 3 meter, usually a roughneck 5 to 3.
Okay, but what about for system?
All 10 foot. All 10 foot on the
okay.
boat.
See, we run all 20 and 25, and what I was thinking is, for a rack, we would do something like a rack on top of the deck pipe and throw our 20-foot hoses on there, or 25.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right? So anything weird, quirky, or it's that good?
Is there anything hard to get used to?
Again, the remote electrical system's definitely different.
Yeah, okay.
Once you get used to it, it's pretty good. It's
usually that way.
Couple coils have failed early that you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, nothing that's the end of the world. But
Yeah, there's always something, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys pump mostly? What kind of work?
Residential and light commercial.
Okay.
So I have done a couple bridge pours with it.
Yeah.
No issues. It's a beast.
So 2 years now, rock solid, no major complaints.
No.
It's always good to talk to somebody who's actually run them, because a lot of them look great on paper, but until you've actually had them out in the field for a year or two, that's kind of where the what do they say, where the rubber meets the road? Is that the term?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's the term. So yeah, no, it looks like a solid rig to me. So my buddy over at Muddy Feet, do you watch Jeff at Muddy Feet?
I do, yeah.
So
yeah.
he's looking for a 40 meter 5-section, 38 to 40 meter.
Yeah.
And I think this might be right up his alley for what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this could be the one, Jeff. It could be the one. Well, perfect, Matt. I appreciate your honest and open feedback.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. There you have it.